Hello, I'm Vince Sims, and welcome to this edition of 5 Talk Street. It's very important to us to let you know about a critical issue facing our community. And in our first segment today, we want to let you know that we're facing a severe blood shortage in North Texas, one of the worst we've seen in 30 years. And we'll tell you what you can do to help. Now, the need for blood is constant no matter the season. However, in the summer months, when schools are on break and more people are traveling, there's often a steep decline in those donations. Brian Moschler is with us today. He is the Regional Donor Services Executive for the American Red Cross in North Texas. Thanks so much for being with us.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
All right, Brian, let's first of all talk about why the need is so high right now.
You just said it in your opening remarks. During the summertime, people go on vacation, schools are out, and a lot of our donors don't come in as often. The other thing that's impacting us is we've seen a lot of people through COVID defer their going to the doctor. And when they are starting to go to the doctor, their diseases are much more advanced, which is increasing the need for blood. And so we have a kind of a perfect storm where we have the vacations coupled with the increased demand has made it for a severe blood shortage.
And I know some of the things we see even in the news business, traumas have been up as well. And I guess that's an influx of things happening as well, huh?
Absolutely. We have also seen that increase of traumas as well. Over the past three months, we have distributed about 75,000 more blood products than we had anticipated in a given normal time of year.
And when you talk about that right now, are we seeing the more blood going out that is needed than what's coming in?
Absolutely. So that's exactly right. When we're seeing the additional blood products going out and we see a decrease in the amount of blood donors coming in, we see we have a demand supply problem. And that's why we're asking everybody to come in, roll up their sleeves and come and donate blood.
And you did kind of touch on it just then, but I want to ask, how the pandemic has affected or has it affected the intake?
The pandemic has affected the intake as far as safety. We are ensuring that we have a safe process and for our blood donors and our team. But in general, the community has heard the call. They come in, they are donating blood. And in this time period where we have summer and people are going on vacations with the increased demand from our patients, we are seeing a blood shortage at this point.
We're saying blood shortage. We know that all blood needs to be donated right now, but is there a specific type that you're more in need of?
Absolutely. We're always in need for all blood types. However, you're specifically talking about our type O blood, which is considered a universal blood for all people. Doctors usually reach for this type O blood when they don't have enough time to do a specific blood type for you. And that's usually is during an emergent care. When there's an emergency and they don't have time to find out what blood type they are, they reach for that type O. But all blood types are absolutely needed because every single person in this country has a different type of blood, and we need everybody to come in to donate.
Brian, how does someone know if they can donate blood, and especially right now with the vaccines, and if they've been vaccinated, can they give?
Sure. So, there's no deferral period for someone who's received a COVID vaccine. In order to find out if you're to be eligible, all you would need to do is be in good health, in general good health, over 110 pounds and over the age of 17. If you have a specific question about your blood eligibility, you can always call 1-800-RED-CROSS or go to redcrossblood.org to find out the answer to your individual question.
I know a lot of people want to do that and go get those answers right there. Right now, things are opening back up a little bit and people are feeling a little bit more comfortable going to places, but they might want to know about protocols or safety measures being taken at a blood drive. What do you guys do?
Safety is our number one concern for our donors and our staff. We follow all the CDC guidelines in regards to social distancing and mask wearing. We have taken additional steps to ensure that we have a safe environment by wiping down all of our beds and equipment after every use, and having the hand sanitizers available. So again, our number one priority is the safety of our donors and our team.
Brian, I know you have your regular donors that make it a priority to come on a regular basis, but what about for that first-time donor, possibly, that's sitting and watching this and thinking, I need to do this, I should do this? What would you tell them about the process, and is there anything they need to do to prepare to come and donate?
Sure, that's a great question. Thank you. So, number one, the whole process takes about an hour. It only is about 8 to 10 minutes for the actual donation to occur. And then afterwards, you can go and get a cookie or two in our canteen and a drink. And then most people have a great experience and they're on their way. As far as preparing for a blood drive, what we always recommend is to be hydrated, to be well rested, and to have a good meal. And then you should be ready to go.
I've heard that before about the hydration, maybe drinking the water beforehand. Does that truly help the blood flow a little better? Is that part of that?
Yeah, I mean, we all need water, right? And the better hydrated we are, the healthier we are, and the easier the process will be.
Good to know. Brian, how do people sign up for this to do a donation?
So there's 3 different ways. They can go to redcrossblood.org. You could go to or call 1-800-RED-CROSS, or you can download our blood donor app and make an appointment that way.
A lot of people may have concerns about, okay, I've donated my blood, but what really happens with my blood after I donate it? What happens with it?
It's a great process. We send it off for processing and for testing to ensure that the blood is safe enough to be able to go back to a patient. During the processing, we also separate the whole blood unit into 3 different components: our platelets, plasma, and red blood cells. From there, the blood comes to our distribution sites where we are able to have it prepared and ready to go to our patients at the hospitals.
And we know for various reasons, some people just may not be able to donate blood, but can they still help out?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, there's, number one, they can always ask their friends and family to go donate on their behalf. Another option is for that individual to come and volunteer at our blood drives. We always have a need for our volunteers to engage and to talk with our donors and support the entire operation for that day. And then if that doesn't work, we can always use a financial donation for our humanitarian services work across the country and the world.
As people are feeling a little bit more comfortable now, kind of gathering and doing things, how do people go about it if they are considering or interested in hosting an actual blood drive themselves for their organization, community, or church?
This is a real easy process. We assign an account manager to that individual and organization. That person will walk them through how to set up the logistics of the blood drive and be right there with them to help them with the recruitment for our blood donors. If you are interested in hosting a blood drive, I would invite you and encourage you to call 1-800-RED-CROSS or go to redcrossblood.org.
Brian, I want to give you one more opportunity to just explain to people just how critical the situation is right now and make that plea for someone to come and donate.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for that opportunity. We have gotten down to our type O blood being less than a half a day's worth of blood on the shelf for our patients. That's a half a day. We need everybody to come in and donate. It is critical. It is for our friends, our families, our community, that we need the blood to come in so that we have the ability to serve our patients and to save lives. That's what you will be doing each and every time you donate, is you are saving up to 3 lives. Come do it with us. We desperately need you to be here for it.
Brian, thank you, and we appreciate you being with us today.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And of course, if you would like to know how you can give blood, simply visit www.redcrossblood.org.